Okay, bingo. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. We're upgrading technology here, guys. I know these daily videos are getting snazzy. Uh, Anyways, welcome to my editing file for episode 2 of my TV show. Oh, this is a good scene to come into here. Can't potentially. Oh, don't look at that. Reveal exactly the context of this scene. Oh, that just did. Running scene. I guess it doesn't spoil anything. That's fine. Okay, this is episode 2 of my TV show. And I thought today I'd just show you my approach so far in editing a behemoth of a video like this. So I'm no professional in editing this style of video. This is very new to me, and we're learning. So yeah, if you're a fucking professional, please analyze this approach and give me feedback below. Here we go. So essentially some context for this film. Let's try and find a frame of me. Come on, mate. Surely I'm somewhere. Okay. That's a bad frame. Whatever. There's me, good old Riley Coyote. This video took place in Vietnam. Freaking amazing week in Vietnam where I met this amazing artist named Zen. And I spent a week with him and his family and his friends, and such a random occurrence for it to happen, and it happened, and I learnt so much and documented the entire experience. So it's essentially 7 days worth of footage, hours upon hours of footage of me learning from this prolific artist. And of course, coming into this style of edit, you have an idea of what the story's going to be, but there's also a part of you that doesn't actually know exactly what the story's going to be. So, to begin the edit, I started with, thankfully, because this video was filmed maybe a month and a half ago. So thankfully, whilst I was in Vietnam, in the heat of the moment, started this timeline and started adding storyline points, boom, 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 along here. So future Riley, which is present Riley, has an idea of what I thought the storyline was going to be, and he's pretty accurate here. But in the past few days, as I began editing this episode, I've realised that there's a lot more to this story than I initially thought. Funny that. So, because that is most definitely going to happen in this kind of edit when you have so much footage and a big story, you have to... Oh god, that's a hell of a still right there, Riley. Well, I assumed the best direction to go is put all the footage in sequential order, organized into categories per se, into one big ass timeline, and then make another timeline and add in the higher level audio so everything doesn't sound dog poo or dog shit, as the kids call it. Then another timeline, begin trimming the fat, as we call it, all just the bullshit, I'm moving the camera, or I accidentally left the camera running for 5 minutes, or all that sort of stuff that definitely is never going to make the final cut. And once you're trimming all that obvious fat, this is what I was doing today, which takes a long time, is watching it all. Every single shot, watching everything, and then making these notes of what's happening. See here, I've written patting dogs. So you might think, but Riley, can't you just like look at the shot and then you know what it's going to be, blah, blah, blah. But yes, but look at this. When you get to these kind of shots, which is this, I think this shot's an hour long. 1 hour. So many different things that happen, so many different points in the conversation. I need to be able to, when I get into the finer details of the edit, have this timeline open in a separate timeline and then jump back and forth and be like, oh, okay, I really need that part where he talks about his bag. Let's find that. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did he talk about? Oh, there it is. There. He talked about the bag here. Boom. You feel me? Speed. We're trying to be fast artists here. I'm a pretty slow artist currently, but we're figuring it out. Oh my god, these stills are horrible. I'm gonna stop clicking this. Anyways, so that's been my approach to starting this behemoth of an edit. For those curious and tagging along the journey, no, I'm not finished editing episode 1 of the TV show, but I've moved forward onto episode 2 because I've gotten to a really good point of episode 1 that I can kind of watch the whole film as a very rough cut. So I really need to move forward episode 2 and 3 closer towards that point so I can begin intertwining any kind of like B-plot storylines I want to carry forward throughout the whole story, throughout the whole season, and also making sure that the themes and vibes of the show are able to be carried forward through each episode. You feel me? Yeah. Maybe I'll do another little video like this in the coming days. I have a very few busy days ahead of me though. Going to see one of my favourite artists live on Saturday. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. It's Bieber Doobie. Yeah. Maybe I'll do another one of these about episode 1 because that's further along and it's freaking cool. I had a fight in Thailand. Anyways, love ya, leave ya. Boy. That was pretty lame.